Kit Kats can read. Hello again, it's Katie. I'm here with another reaction video. I'm still reacting to these TBRs because I am determined, and also it's making me feel really good. I've got time to spare as well. Don't worry, I will also be reading, but I'm in a really good filming mood, and this is the perfect time for me to film these videos because these can be edited like whenever. Anyways, so I'm reacting to another TBR, and like I say in all the other videos, I let you know how many books that I read in the wrap up, and especially whether I read those books that were mentioned in the TBR. So I'm now on to June wrap up and July TBR. So it was the June TBR that we watched in the previous one, and I mentioned 6 books, 2 that I picked from an A to Z challenge, 2 for review and 2 from my own books. And actually guys, I read all of those and more. I read 10 books in the month of June. Like, what the F? 10 books. I picked 6 books out and I read even more. Like, that just makes me feel really good. Like, so good. So I'm really excited to see how I do with the July TBR. And this was back in the year of 2013, so it's pretty much 5 years ago, nearly 6. But my reading was so good back then, and it honestly makes me feel really good that I read really well back then, and it just spurs me on to read, and it spurs me on to do well for this year. So we're going to be watching this video together. I haven't actually watched this video yet, so the video will be over here, and you'll also see read and unread over here, and I'll let you know as soon as the book arrives whether I've read it or not. I'm determined. I've got to have a book somewhere that I just haven't read yet. And by the way, I just want to say that I am looking for books that show in these TBR videos that I still haven't read yet. So it doesn't matter if I didn't read them in that TBR video, it's now the present time. So if there's a book that appears on that TBR 5 years ago that I'm like, I still haven't read that book, then I need to put that onto a TBR video to read, because that's just terrible really. So here we go guys, we're watching the July TBR, 10 books read in June. Let's press play in 3, 2, 1.
Book is The Hunt by Andrew Fukuda. This is the book club book that me and Greg have chosen to read for our first month of our new book club.
This book.
The second book that I'm definitely going to be reading this month is a library book that I picked just a few days ago, and that is The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa.
I've read that one too,
and I've heard so many great things about this book. I'm super pumped about it.
That's such a good book.
It's been recommended to me by a few booktubers, and now I'm really excited to get to it, and hopefully I do enjoy it as much as they have, otherwise that would just be pretty awkward. And the last book that I definitely will be reading this month is not just because of the movie, but because I've been super pumped to read it lately, and that is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare.
Yay, City of
why
Bones!
I haven't read it yet, because literally most booktubers have, but I'm looking forward to reading this book, and I get the feeling I'm going to absolutely enjoy this. So those are the 3 definite books that I'll be reading. Now I'm just going to completely rely on my TBR jars, and speaking of TBR jars, I'm just going to quickly update you on them all because I've gained a few new TBR jars and stuff. So my A to Z reading challenge books are still in the same plastic bowl because I quite like the idea of having a plastic bowl. My book series and standalone books are my physical books, which you can see behind me and stuff. They are all listed in this glass jar here. They were originally in a glass pickle jar, but they ended up smelling of pickles, and I was just like, no, they're going in a clean one. So they're now in this jar. My review books are now in a glass jar. They were originally in a pick and mix cup, so they're in this one now.
Yay,
and the
upgrade.
new one that I have gained is for my library books. So my library books are now in that little jar now. So those are my TBR jar
Back
updates,
when I used the library.
and I'm going to pick some books from them. So I had a long hard think of how many books to pick from each one of them, and I decided this time to pick just 1 book from my A to Z Reading Challenge bowl. Last time I picked just 2. So I'm now going to pick one. Make it short and sweet, I'll go with this one. And I picked Ultra Violet. There you go. I believe it's just behind it somewhere. There it is. Ultra Violet by R.J. And I've only had this book for like a few months or something, but it does sound really
I just found a book that I haven't read
That's
yet.
my excellent reading challenge book
I haven't read this
that
book.
I've picked out. I'm now going to move on to library books because I've already got a library book on this month's TBR already. I'll pick 2. Let's be generous. The first book I picked, Skin Deep, and there we go.
I've read this
Skin
one.
Deep
I've read this one.
by Lord Gerat. This is like a romancy sort of book. Love it. Let's pick another library book. No Such Thing as Forever. And I'll show you that now. That's this one here. No Such Thing as Forever. And this is by Ali Cronin. It's another romancy sort of book. So I've got 2 library romance
I can't
books
remember if I've read that one or not. I will have to
TBR
look at Goodreads later.
I will now move on to review books. I'm going to pick 3 from this jar. You have real good rummage. So this one. Oh, jumping at me. Oh, The Edge of Nether. The Edge of Nether.
Oh, one of my favourite books.
Excited
I've
this
read
one came
this.
out because I've been really wanting to read this book so badly. There it is. Okay. The Edge of Nether, and this is by J.A. Bradmersky. This is like a new adult novel, but I've heard so many great things about this, and I'm super excited to read this. So that is review book number 1. The Madman's Daughter. This is another physical book that I own, and there is. Bear with me 1 second. Ooh. There it is.
I haven't read this either. Oh my god, there's
This is
2.
by Megan Shepherd. So that's review book number 2. Insignia. That one. And that's this one.
Oh my god, I read this
by
one.
S.J.
God, there's 3 books so
So
far.
those are 3 review books that I picked from my review book jar. I'm now going to move on to my own physical copies of series and standalones, and I'll pick just 2 from this one.
God, I feel sick.
The Summoning. Over here somewhere. Oh, got it. I got it. The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong.
I haven't read this one. Oh my god.
Pick another.
What's with the face?
Oh wow, I got a classic. Pride and Prejudice. Where did I put that? Oh my gosh, it had to be on the bottom of the pile, didn't it? I got it. There it is. Pride and Prejudice.
I've read it.
By Jane Austen.
read it.
This one has got like a little thing inside by Meg Cabot, like why you should read this. I haven't never actually read this book before, so listen, get
And I
around
still
to it,
haven't
because I've
read
had
it.
for quite a while. So there you have it. Those are the books that I'll be reading in July.
Oh my god. Finally though, guys, finally I found some books I still haven't read. So I can now put them in my little book of, you know, books that I found from reactions that I will need to read. I've got a year to read those few books that I found. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. But I found some. I'm intrigued now to see how my wrap up is for July. So I think I will do one more reaction after this, and I'll just react to July. I just want to see what I read in July and see August's TBR, and I'll leave it at that for filming these, because then I've found some books finally. But I'm just curious, so I need to watch my July wrap up and August TBR video. So I'll do one more reaction, and if I find some books from there I'll add it as well, but I'll leave it at that because I have finally found some books which, oh my god guys, that's embarrassing, but you know, it was February, March, April, May, June, July. There was like 6 months that I was doing really well. So I lasted half a year. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna write these books down and then I'll film this reaction like for the next one, and then I'll react to a book haul, because those are going to be bad as well. I got to make myself feel really bad, so bad that I just read, because it makes me want to read, but not reading for like a bad reason. It makes me want to read for like a good reason. It makes me want to read like yeah, I enjoy reading, yeah, let's read some books sort of thing. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this reaction video and if you'd like to see more, give a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. If you've read any of these books that I have mentioned in today's video, let me know down below as well. Any of the books I've said that I haven't read, please do let me know down below which ones I should read first, because I'm thinking of putting them on TBRs like throughout this year so that I get them read. It needs to happen. It really needs to happen. Anyway guys, that's it from me. All my social media links will be linked down below if you'd like to follow me elsewhere, and give me a book push, please. Please. I'm already embarrassed, but still, I think the more embarrassed I feel, the more likely I am to read these books. But that's it from me guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video.